the movies, swimming pool, 66 arcade.
We spend an hour at each venue and then we rotate around. So that takes us through to about 6 o'clock in the morning, and we meet up at Movieland and watch a movie there, and then they all get to go home at about 7:45.
So how are you going to stay awake all night?
Coke, friends and chocolate. Oh well, I've got some hypo friends with me, so they'll keep me awake.
Last time I stayed awake all night was for anyone. But this time I just have to drink heaps of water.
So what do your parents think about you being out so late?
She doesn't really care because she thinks it's a good thing for me to go out now because it'll be enjoyment for me. My mum and dad didn't mind, but it depended if I was going to be with friends or not.
What about yours?
Well, she thought it was pretty silly going all night.
Oh, they don't mind very much.
What did they say when you first told them about it?
Oh, because you'd be out of my hair.
Oh well, it's actually my sister's birthday yesterday, so it's kind of like a birthday party.
What about you?
Well, Mum didn't really care. I didn't even have to tell her.
You didn't. She knows you're here though, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good, because you can stay. I'm going to go. I'm really, really tired.
Oh, but what about the movie? Is it only 4 o'clock?
Linda, it's only 4 o'clock. What about the movies?
What about the movie?
What about the movies?
Wow, what a long night. Yeah, it looks like they had lots of fun. But the feed at McDonald's definitely would have been a highlight. McDonald's.
Hey guys.
Man, you're late, Belinda.
But we forgive you. We forgive you, okay?
Cheers. No, but seriously, it was well worth a late night. A lot of young people there, though, this year, not many older teenagers.
Yeah.
But if you want to know more about the activities that Blue Light organise, I'd start by ringing your local police station or school. They have a lot of cool outdoor activities too. But hey, Phil, what are we doing here?
Yeah, Phil, what are we doing here?
Well, guys, this is the set to the Verdon College production of My Fair Lady, which I'm in. Cool.
You star in everything, Phil.
Thanks, I'm touched.
You're not the only talented one on this program, Phil. But anyway, check this next thing out.
And I feel you, just like I feel today. And I know
What's it like singing in a choir?
Oh, it's pretty cool because you go places. Because last year we went to Auckland, and it's pretty cool, like for a week.
How do you get involved in a choir?
Oh, usually through the school. You just go to the music teacher at your school and tell her you want to be in a choir, and she'll organise an audition.
What do you sing in a choir?
I don't know, because I love singing, and it's just nice to be in a big group of people who want to sing as well and have an audience to watch it, and it's just really fun. You get to go places.
How often do you practice?
Once a week usually, but this last week we've practiced every night except for Monday.
What's a competition like nationwide?
Very tough. Last year we was probably the smallest choir there, and we felt quite out of place because we were so tiny and so humble. And then there were these huge choirs that were amazing. So it's really tough competition, it really is.
Tell me, have you ever thought putting a techno beat behind your angelic voice?
Well, no. No, I can't say that I have thought about that actually.
Have you ever thought about putting a disco beat behind your angelic voice?
No, it's never really crossed my mind.
Have you ever thought about putting a country and western playing behind your angelic voice?
No. I'm not really a great fan of country and western, but
Really?
no.
Postman Pat, and inspect my cat. That means he's a very lucky man.
G'day, Brad. How's it going?
Not too bad, Brad. How are yourself?
Pretty good, thanks, Brad. Just a wee question for you. Your earliest memory?
My earliest memory?
My earliest memory would have to be getting off a plane, and I was looking like a boy, had really short hair, and I was really scruffy because I didn't brush it that day.
Well, I'm the youngest of 4 girls, and I always remember looking up to my sisters and thinking that everything they did was cool and right, but now I've realised they're actually not as great as I made it.
Hey, tell us about your earliest memory.
It would probably be one of my brothers running around the house naked doing Tarzan sayings.
Well, you see, when I was a young fella,
Well, it first started when I was in my mother's stomach. And on May the 10th, I came out of my mum's stomach. And I happened to have a brother with me.
It would have to be when I was 2. I was playing cricket out in the backyard with a friend of the family, and I was wicket keeping.
Then I had to stay in hospital for about 3 months because I had a bubble in my stomach.
The ball went down leg side, and the batsman had a big swing, and he missed it.
Then I started eating worms and dirt. And my brother started eating dog roll.
The bat went straight into my eye. Ended up with a big black eye down in hospital when I was 2.
Then I turned 1 and...
we had this bit of a birthday party, you see. And we had this cool wee put out the back, and we thought it'd be quite cool to dig a big hole.
I remember wearing these pink boots, and I thought they were really cool.
So we dug a really deep hole, and then we couldn't get out, you see, we were stuck. So we had to get Dad to get the ladder to get us out, and it was quite good.
Thanks for that, Spud.
Thanks.
Yo, come on, mate! Up the middle, mate! Out left, mate! No! Out to the right! Take it down the middle, mate! Oh, mate!
You're young now, but have you ever thought about retirement? Perhaps not. Perhaps the residents here will give us some insight. As a teenager, what sort of problems did you have?
Not a terrible lot, really. I lived in a very happy home. Well, it was a pretty hard time at times. We were just like Val, we all helped each other along. It's a long time ago. I'm just about forgotten. I think it was easier then than it is now as a teenager.
What do you think the residents got out of your performance today?
Just something interesting to do on a pretty boring afternoon, I guess. Play some tunes they like. Everyone likes live entertainment.
Did you think about the future when you were growing up?
Oh, no.
No? Okay.
I suppose we did. As a teenager growing up,
Yeah.
never really thought terribly far ahead. All we looked forward to was getting a decent job. That was what we looked forward to, mostly.
Do you ever think about your future? Do you guys have grandparents yourself?
I do. I do have grandparents, but they're still in their house, sending me cards every birthday and so on.
Okay, so what do you think it'll be like when you're older?
Well, hopefully the government would have sorted out our health system and we'll have great breakthroughs in medical technology and I'll be living a comfortable life to an old age. And
I feel sorry for the teenagers today. They have good education and then they can't get jobs that they want.
I really think it was easier living in those days. They're very demanding today. We weren't. We were very grateful.
Oh, well, you can't give them any advice really because we made all our own fun. Well, you couldn't turn back the clocks that far.
I think I would have done the same today if I'd been a teenager and what I did then.
He is young, he's afraid.
Retirement's sort of something that happens after all the stuff we're planning for at the moment, so we've still got to be concerned with going to university, etc. before we think about finishing our employment. We have to sort of start that first. So it's not a big issue for people my age.
And when the Prince of Transylvania asked to meet her and gave his arm to lead her to the floor.
Outstanding performance, brilliant, superb.
I honestly don't know where he gets the time to do everything.
Hey you guys, well actually I was also involved in the Manu Kōrero Māori speech competitions down here. Now I was really lucky because I managed to win my section, so that means I'm off to Wellington in August. Cool.
Superb, brilliant performance, outstanding.
Another guy whose speech is at the moment is Andrew. He recently got to meet his #1 heartthrob Bo from the band Stella.
Here we are at the Civic Theatre in Invercargill to talk to Stella. How are you?
Very good,
Thank you very much.
Was 98 a big year for Stella?
Yeah, we did quite a lot of recording late last year, and when we get back from this tour we've got to finish off the album. So yeah, and that comes out in July. But 98 was cool because our first sort of major label single came out.
Okay.
99 will be more major, basically.
Okay.
A lot bigger.
Yeah. And Bo, what was it like playing with Neil Finn at the Music Awards?
Really scary. Really scary. I had to play a 12-string, which I don't own and can't really play, and it's like 6 more strings than I'm used to, so it was just a bit fun, really good fun. I only met him a few days beforehand, so it was pretty cool.
And do you think that you have a lot to live up to, like quite a few expectations because of your sister's success?
Yeah, I mean, I get asked that all the time, basically, and so I think it's kind of natural for people to, wonder what's up with the other sister, kind of thing. There's actually 2 other sisters, so it's like all of us, I think, are involved with music in some way. So it's kind of weird for Pearl and I, But that's cool. We just do what we do, and basically we just ask for people to listen to the band and not kind of and think, instead of putting that expectation on me, but because it's a band, it's definitely a band rather than a solo act.
Is the red hair a trademark?
Is the red hair a trademark? Yes.
Almost.
But I'm thinking of dyeing it. Maybe blue. Maybe something else, don't know.
Because was it the video Part of Me? It's Part of Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you all have red hair. Yeah.
Actually, they all look really good with red hair. It was a weird story, that one, actually.
We were kind of ripping off the whole Gattaca thing, the film Gattaca, and for a look.
Yeah.
And it seemed like everyone dyeing their hair red would probably even out the way the video looked. And we all dyed it back pretty much the day after the video shoot finished. A lot of people never saw us dye our hair or saw us with red hair, even people we know really well, because we dyed it, shot the video, then dyed it back. So when they saw the video, they didn't know when we'd actually done all that, and they were asking us if we'd put the red hair on afterwards, like if it was a video effect.
Post-production.
Yeah, post-production.
No, it was hair dye.
Yeah. Perhaps we could have done that year and saved ourselves a lot of pain.
Oh, thanks a lot for the interview, and all the best with whatever you do.
Stuff.
What do you do?
Last week, the Ditzers get cooties because they can't find a date. And who's there watching them from the tree?
They're talking about the prom. They should be talking about me.
There's no one else left. They're going to have to take us.
They're like a one-legged man and ass king contest. We need to lay the smack down in their house.
I've always wanted to go to the prom. It looks so treaty.
Yeah, I'm going to score.
Next week on Dorks and Ditzers, Dolores has a dastardly plan.
So Phil, you don't just do girly stingy stuff, you do sport as well, don't you?
Yeah, well, you know, I play a bit of rugby, bit of cricket, bit of this and that. Anyway, Morgan, we've got some footage of you dressed up as a Spice Girl.
Yeah, don't worry about that. But anyway, getting back to sport, Nathan tries out his backhand on the tennis court.
Oh, yeah, I play a bit of tennis as well.
Busy schedule to come check out young Richard Mulvey, one of Southland's upcoming tennis players. How's it going, Richard?
Good, thanks.
So, specialising in tennis, what's happened lately?
Oh, I played the Canterbury Champs and then the Nationals after that.
Yeah, so how'd things go in Canterbury?
Oh, quite well actually. I won that, which was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah? How long have you been into it for?
Oh, probably about 4 years, 5 years.
4 years? What got you started?
Just Mum really just taking me to little tournaments, satellite tournaments in Southland.
What do you enjoy about the sport?
Oh, just good to, I like competing and I meet lots of new people, so it's pretty good, make lots of new friends and yeah.
Worked your way up the ranks. You got any goals you're trying to focus on at the moment after you've come back from the Nationals?
There's the indoor Nationals and the midterm holidays. That's in Dunedin at Edgar Centre, and yeah, I'd like quite like to do well in there.
What keeps your motivation up just to keep you on to the sport? Because you know how you can get pretty sick of playing.
Yeah, I just enjoy it really.
Yes.
Yeah, really enjoy the game.
Social element.
Yeah, it's a good social game really. When you get up there and meet new people.
Does it take a bit of fitness to get onto the old tennis court? You don't just jump up, grab your racket and go on, do you?
Yeah, I've been going to the gym on this fitness program with Ricky. There's a private trainer at YMCA, and that's been probably helping me quite a lot.
They say practice makes perfect, and I definitely need a lot of practice. But that killer serve of yours is coming along nicely. How long did that take?
Oh, probably about a month or so. I'll get that right.
What do you reckon, like, one of your strengths are, like, in tennis?
Probably my forehand.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. It's probably pretty average. And yeah.
And how's that old backhand going then?
Oh, that's all right. It's a bit dodgy sometimes.
Yeah, as it would be. Who's your role model?
Probably Andre Agassi.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chick like Brooke Shields, why not, eh? Best of luck, eh?
Oh,
thanks for your time.
Yep, thank you.
Who's the best tennis player?
Yay!
I can hear you that time.
Yay!
You know, Morgan, I think we should have a game of tennis one day.
But you have to get ready for the show, don't you, Phil? You know, where's Belinda gone? Oh, there you go, yeah.
Next week on Engage, teenagers go wild in a music store. Local students hijacked and forced to dance.
I think
think your West looks fun,
And
honey.
we show you that we're all friends here on Engage.
Well, I've really got to get going now.
Why?
Come on, Belinda, I need my costume back.
No way.
on.
Oh, Phil.
Anyway, see you guys.
What's he doing? Come on, straight up the middle. No, it's not that hard. Go! Oh, here's the go, here's the go. Go! Almost. What's he doing? Oh! He came back the other way. What a clown. Go! Yes! Look, he's getting it! Yeah!